Lauderdale.
Yep, once again.
We came in here. We were very happy to get a spot. Took us 3 or 4 weeks before we got in. We're here because we needed some work on our engine. We had to try and figure out what was wrong with it. And we also have to get a new sail. Well, an additional sail.
A new sail, yep, with additional lines and a new sail, a repaired sail back.
Right.
Yeah.
So we really like it here at the marina. The people, there's lots and lots of people.
Beautiful boats where they're actually lifting boats out of the water, and you can see, you can walk up to any boat you want here. It's a little different than most repair shops.
There's a really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
That's on the grounds, and a gym.
And a couple chandleries that I happen to like.
Yeah, and the security's good too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here I am. We're in the shipyard. There's a lot of really big boats here, and they need to get them out of the water, and they need to move them all around. They do that with this thing. It's called the Beast. Well, we're getting our engine back any minute now. It's pretty exciting. We've been waiting for this moment now for almost a month. Thought we might have to replace the whole engine, and then that would take even longer. So we're real excited about the quick turnaround on this.
We have found the main issue, which was a set of bolts that had loosened up, one that had jammed in the flywheel. So we took the time to clean out the pan, which you can never get to unless you take the engine out, and pop test the injectors, took the injectors out and had them cleaned, and several other items, and also fuel and oil changes. So now we'll put it back in. A crane will come, and that crane will lift it out of a friend's pickup truck. And then it will be brought over, hoisted across here, put in there, and then we will line it up to the transmission and push it into the transmission. Today I'm replacing the raw water strainer hose that goes the raw water into the engine, and it had finally given way at the neck. So it's squirting fluid all over the engine bay. This is a clear reinforced hose. It's specially built for marine. They're kind of a pain to put on, but I'm going to put it on. You always do 2 clamps on each end in marine situations. So I'll be doing that. And that's a raw water strainer right there. That strains the water that comes in from the sail drive, in from the ocean, into there, and then it comes down and moves into the cooling side of the engine.
Well, today we're getting our bowsprit and the rigging done for our new asymmetrical sail that we're getting for specifically for our crossing over to the Mediterranean that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And so we have a 5-foot bowsprit. It's held up by some cables that are being attached to the bow on either side. And those cables have a reinforcement plate that is being put on the inside of the hull. And then there's a pad eye on the outside that the cable's attached to. And then there's a halyard that will go up from the bowsprit up to the top of the mast, where our sail, our asymmetrical, will be attached to that, and it's going to be inside of a sock. That's how we'll open it and close it that way. And so the crew is here now working on it.
All right, so today we're one of the jobs that we're doing is replacing the rigging that it holds up our dinghy. Down from these Dyneema lines right there onto a ring, onto a pulley, which is a 2-to-1 on each one. It looks like a 3-to-1, but it's a 2-to-1. And then the ropes go up there, and it goes to our winch, electric winch there. We're looking and expecting the rigging with these riggers that are working today, and we found out that really these shackles here are actually broken, and the rings are bent, and the clips are okay, but I think the ropes were in really bad shape. So we were very lucky to catch all this, because to the naked eye it looked okay to me, but when he pulled it out, he said, "Look at this." I went, "You're right." So they're going to replace all of that, all the lines, those shackles there, and the rings will all be replaced today. So they're going to do that next, after they do the bowsprit.
There was this really cool park I discovered. It was only 2 blocks from the marina. I would walk there early in the morning before most people were awake, and I would photograph birds and other creatures that were living in there. And I was especially excited about finding the common moorhen and the purple gallinule, both of which I was starting to wonder if they really did exist. Well, we're leaving in a few minutes now. The question is, have we done everything that we set out to do? And we've done most of it. So we have our new dinghy rigging with the pulleys and the rings and everything that goes with it, all redone. Then come this way, and we just got our new sail this morning and the rigging for it. What we don't have is the dowser. Didn't come with it, so now we have to track that down. We got the hardware all done early this morning. We have the new winches. We have the harkins on both sides. And if we come this way, I'll show you the bowsprit. So here's the new bowsprit with the cables, and they just finished putting that up this morning. Okay, the engine has been repaired and put back in. Luckily, it wasn't anything too serious. And I think that's everything. So we did it, yay! Except for the dowser. It's the only thing left outstanding. Okay, one more thing that I didn't mention before, it was our new sail bag that came back today. It's not new, it's fixed. It's a repaired sail bag where they added some new patches that match our old patches. So we're very happy that they were able to match that. And we're very excited because our goal of crossing the Mediterranean is getting closer and closer and closer. And now we've done all the main things that need doing. Now there's just a bunch of little things. And we talked with our captain today, who's going to be helping us with the crossing in a couple weeks. And got our checklist. And so it looks like it's really going to happen in a couple of weeks. So we're very excited about it. Thanks for watching our first video. And please join us as we cross the Atlantic over to the Mediterranean on future videos.